Hey everybody, I am John Anderson, Director of Media for Nebraska Firearms Owners Association. We are the voice of Nebraskans when it comes to Second Amendment issues. We're followed by almost 30,000 Nebraskans who strongly believe in the rights and freedoms protected by the Second Amendment. We invited candidates running for Congress, Governor, Nebraska State Legislature, City Councils, and County Sheriff to participate in our Online Townhall Series, Meet the Candidates. Our format for this event is an online recorded interview. Each recording is unedited. Our members have prepared questions to assess candidates running for elected office. I'd like to introduce Patrick Birkel, who is running for Grand Island City Council, Ward 2. Patrick, thanks for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. All right. Might have to have you just sit a little bit closer to the mic so it picks you up.
A little bit closer?
All right. Or just speak up. All right, so we'll just jump right in here. The first question is, why did you agree to participate in this online town hall with Nebraska Firearms Owners Association?
Well, I figured that the people in Ward 2 would want to know that they've got at least one candidate that's strongly Second Amendment, and you guys are the best option for that.
All right. So next, our members wanted to know, what is your favorite firearm, and how often do you shoot it?
My favorite firearm, you're probably going to laugh at this, but it's I've got a little Rough Rider 22 revolver.
Not gonna laugh.
And it's just funner than heck to shoot, and I try to get out and shoot it at least twice a month.
All right, so now we'd like to hear, what is the number one purpose of government?
To protect the right of individuals.
All right. Our members have several issues of interest, so let's dive in with the next question. What are you going to do to protect Nebraskans from the federal government's attempts to restrict the Second Amendment?
As running for city council, I don't know that there's a whole lot I can do, except maybe work with the local sheriff to, make this a Second Amendment sanctuary county, which I think we already are. And other than that, I don't know what else can be done from city council.
All right. So now we're going to go a bit further with some specific issues we're addressing in Nebraska lately. What is your position on constitutional carry, and what will you do or what have you done in support of that position?
My position is we definitely need it, and again, that's something I don't know what can be affected by that on city council, but if anybody has any ideas, I'm always listening.
All right. How about your position on red flag laws, and what will you do or have you done in support of that position?
I'm 100% against red flag laws. They're ridiculous. As far as supporting it, I can tell you that city council will have a hard time passing it if I'm on it.
All right. As one of the few states without it, let's discuss your thoughts on state preemption of firearm laws, and what will you do or have you done in support of that position?
Well, I'm all for state preemption of the fire law. I originally moved to Grand Island from Omaha, and I know they're a lot tougher in Omaha than they are out here, and I don't want to see that happen in Grand Island. So nothing harsher than state laws would ever get my vote.
All right. Recently, we had an opportunity to address some much-needed protections via LB 300 Castle Doctrine. What are your thoughts on Castle Doctrine, and what will you do or have you done in support of that position?
I'm all for the Castle Doctrine. I think a person ought to be able to defend themselves and their property without having to retreat. Seems a bit silly to me. And again, that's something I don't know that the city council can actually affect that.
All right. In our state, we don't have the ability to remain in a place we are legally allowed to be, and we have a duty to retreat. What are your thoughts on duty to retreat, and what will you do or have you done in support of that position?
I'm a firm believer in stand your ground. And, again, that's something I don't see how the Grand Island City Council would affect that.
All right. In general, Are there any specific gun laws you think should get repealed?
There's two I can think of. One is the purchase permit requirement. I don't know. They already run a background check on you when you buy anything. So I think it's just a way to gin up money. And the other thing is the NFA. I would like to see that repealed, but again, that's so far beyond the city council.
All right. NFOA believes in education. What is your position on mandating firearm safety classes or programs in K through 12 public schools?
I'm against mandating them. I certainly think they should be offered, but I don't know how much any of these teachers are going to know about firearm safety, and so putting them in charge of it doesn't seem like a great idea.
Okay. Being a 2A supporter, what is your position on the intent and purpose of the Second Amendment?
It's there to protect all the other amendments, and it's probably the most important amendment in my opinion.
All right, and lastly, let's move to the Nebraska Constitution. How will Article 1, Section 1, the Statement of Rights of the Nebraska Constitution, impact your decision-making in the role you are pursuing?
It's pretty clear that the right to own and bear firearms is guaranteed in Article 1, and I will keep that in, anytime anything having to do with firearms comes up, I'll keep that in mind.
All right, so at any point, if somebody wants to get in touch with you and follow up on any of your answers for any clarification or follow-ups, how can somebody reach out and get in touch with you to do that?
The best way is probably pb4gi@gmail.com. Otherwise, they can call me at 308-218-9010.
All right. So again, I just want to thank you for taking time to sit down with us and answer these questions that our members compiled. And this has been Patrick Birkel, who is running for Grand Island City Council, Ward 2. Patrick, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me on, John.
You betcha.